Hey guys, it's Miss Campbell here, and I just wanted to quickly run you through how you can best support your child with writing at home. So that might seem like a bit of a daunting thing, and I just wanted to run you through kind of how I would do it here at school, and so that way you can do a few of those things at home and how you can best utilize the resources that I've given you. So your child will complete all their writing in their blue writing book, and it says My Writing Book on the front. And they've got lines. So we haven't really worked with lines yet because obviously that's something I would have covered this term. So that's something you'll be introducing to them. Something to always remind them of is a couple of things at the start. So we usually talk about where we're going to start writing. Do we finish in the middle of the sort of page, and we keep writing all the way to the end, and we come back, and like all of those kinds of things, because that's really an early skill that we want them to learn, is to start from one side, go all the way across, and then come back down to the next line. So one of the activities I've got you doing is to use a picture prompt and to write about what they can see. So at the start of the sentence, we've already given them that first bit, so I can see. So you're going to have a conversation with them about this, because that's just as important. Building that oral language and talking to them is just as important as writing. So talk to them about what they can see. What do they think is happening in the picture? And they might talk about the circus. They might talk about a circus they've been to before, or one they saw on telly or something like that, and engage in a little bit of conversation. That's what we would do. We would talk about what we can see in the picture, what's happening, who are some of the people, who are some of the creatures, and things like that. Then we are going to start our sentence. So we're going to start with I can see. Okay, and you can say to them, I want you to finish that sentence for me. I can see. And they will say, I can see the elephant, or I can see the circus tent, or I can see the sun. It might be anything. So you really want them to say the sentence back. So not just elephant. Okay, well, what's the sentence? I can see the elephant. So you're getting them to verbalize each word so that they understand exactly what words they're going to need. Then you can talk to them about exactly what words they're going to need at the start, what words they're going to need next, and things like that. So if the sentence is I can see, so you say to them, okay, what's the first word we need? We need I. Okay, and most of us know how to write I. So we're going to start, we're going to write it here. And asking them exactly where you should start. We're not going to start over here, we're not going to start down here, we're going to start at the top on the line. So the first word we need is I. I'm going to write that. I. And they will write that. You'll get them to write that in their book. Then we need the second word. So the second one was can. Now can is a word that they may not know, and that's okay, but it's on your butterfly chart. So you're going to say to them, okay, well, I can see the word can. It is in the blue box. It begins with a K. Can you hear a K at the start of can? Which word do you think it might be? And they might need a little bit of help. They might find it, but that's okay. Get them to put their finger on it. Can. And then they can copy it straight into their sentence next. So get them to use their space stick, leave a space, and we always go back and reread. That's something that we encourage them to do, to make sure that what they're writing makes sense. So I can see. That's the next word we need. So they put their space stick back. And again, take them to the butterfly chart. Okay, well, the word see is in the yellow box. Do you think you can find the word see? It has at the start. You might say it has Sammy Snake at the start, depending if they need that prompt. That's okay. Get them to find the word see. And then they've got to write it down. Okay, and then reread. I can see. The next word they're going to need is the. And have a conversation with them. Can I fit it in there? I'm probably not going to be able to fit that. So I'm going to need to come back down here to the next blind, and I need to find the. Now, the is one of our golden words, so some might know it, okay, and they might be able to find it. They might be able to find it in their words, in their golden words on the sheet, but it is in here too. So you can say to them, okay, it is in the red box. Okay, which one do you think might be the? Get them to point to it. There it is. So then I'm going to put it next. I can see, and we need to go back down to here, the. So these are all pretty common words. The sentence starters I've given you for each week are full of common words. So some of them are words that they will know from their magic words. Some of them are ones that they might not know yet, but they're fairly high frequency words that they'll come across. So then they're going to finish it. So if our sentence is, I can see the elephant, that's not a word they're going to know. They're not going to know that word, but they might know that it begins with because we have Eddie elephant, and that's where you can use your Letterland pictures. So you can say, oh, okay, well, there's Eddie elephant. And if they're clever enough, they might figure out that that is actually the word elephant. But if not, that's okay. We know that elephant starts with so we need to put our leave our space. So we know that that's the first sound. So after that, you want them to say the words slowly so they can hear what they can, they can figure out what they can hear in that word. A word like elephant is tricky because it has a P and a H, which sounds like a F, and things like that. But that's okay. That is totally fine. Just encourage them to write down what they can hear. They might be, if they say L, oh, and you might have to model this for them too, and that's okay. L, ooh, I can hear ooh in that. And you can either use your Letterland pictures, or you can use your butterfly chart to help them find the word ooh. Okay, well, I can hear ooh. L, They might hear the again in there. They may not, because that's a really tricky one to hear. They might go right to the end, and that's okay. Elephant. And they might just hear the T, and that's okay too. So this is where we have started to touch on using our magic writing and our magic squiggles. So that is where we do a little squiggle to signify that there are more letters in this word, but I'm not sure what they are. And that's okay. If they can just hear what's at the start and what's at the end at the moment in such a long word, that is absolutely fine. So they might decide to just do a little magic squiggle and then the T at the end. And then once they've got to that, there's something that's missing. Now, some of them will figure that out straight away because we love doing a full stop. Some might need a bit of prompting, and that's okay too. But we're going to go back, we're going to reread it from the start, we're going to make sure that all of our words are in the right order, that our sentence makes sense, because we can't put our full stop, we can't finish our sentence until it makes sense. I can see the elephant. That makes sense to me. My voice stopped, my voice dropped. That means I can put my full stop. After that, when you're checking that for them and you're going through it, you could give them that word. You could say to them, that's usually what I would do in class. I would have a little chat with them and say, I love how you've had a go at writing this word. It's a really long word and there's lots of letters in it. I'm going to write it for you so that next time you want to use that word, you can find it in your book. And then I would just write it either above or underneath, wherever you've got space. So that's basically writing done. If your child really enjoys drawing pictures and they would like to draw a picture before they write, then that is absolutely fine. That's really, really important. And it's a way for them to plan their writing. So it's fine to draw pictures. It's fine for them to draw as many pictures as they like. They might want to draw a picture after, that's fine. I hope that this has helped. If you have any other questions, please just let me know. But yeah, good luck with writing. Kinder writing is really fun and I can't wait to see what they come up with. Thanks guys.